So tastytrade is a financial company, it is a brokerage firm where we build platforms for active traders mainly. So while we support the full gamut of securities, our tools are focused mainly on giving an options trader the best sort of market view and tools that are catered towards the way an options trader trades. Part of that problem set is giving the trader the best sort of situational awareness. And our platform does that pretty well. It caters obviously to the options side of it. We enhance that offering with a lot of content, educational and engagement-wise. This particular project, we call it SignalWorks. It's an alerting platform. The particular project that we started with Equal Experts was around giving much better situational awareness to a trader. So the value proposition there is just making sure that if there's a condition in the market that a customer wants to be aware of, we would be tracking that for them and alerting them. So the specific challenge around this project, SignalWorks, was an opportunity for me to work with Equal Experts in terms of building sort of the future of fully complete alerting system. So I looked to Equal Experts' expertise in terms of my project to bring in a sort of a mature, very broad, holistic set of engineering talent and decision making. The idea is that we want to get to the end of a sort of the top of the mountain in the problem set and be able to look back down and then make decisions about like, well, we could do this differently. So Equal Experts was there to sort of balance all of these concerns so that, like, for example, we're not killing ourselves in the area of like DevOps. We pick tools and frameworks that give us sort of velocity and ease of use, even though they may not be the final solution. The idea is we would be handing off the work to the internal teams. And that involved having the senior folks from Equal Experts drive like the education and mentoring and even some of the introduction to new technologies and architectural patterns within the internal team. The kinds of things that we were working on were at the base level was a sort of a broad set of architectural decisions. And these decisions were driving the future flexibility, the future scalability, the future observability, all the aspects around engineering that are important to long-term development. Secondly, there was also quite a bit of work that lends towards the stability of long-term development, meaning the ability for us to observe in a very precise way what was happening within the system that we're building, so in general. And so the idea was, as we build the system and we start to bolt on more features, would we be able to guarantee that we could see exactly where the bottleneck was? Equal Experts was sort of instrumental in instrumenting and adding the observability to that platform. We transitioned off of Equal Experts eventually, so there was quite a bit of education. This involved all the kinds of things that are the repository of future knowledge, so architectural decision lists, documentation around the structure of the system, understanding where a component is good for the problem set and where potentially it's bad for the problem set. So all of these things had to be discovered and then transferred into the internal team, and they were there for that. So again, we were sort of climbing the ladder of complexity. The idea was during the engagement with Equal Experts, we established the foundation and we get to some couple of the levels of complexity up and then hand it off to the internal team to continue forward. Equal Experts was instrumental in also the handoff. From the beginning of the project, we had stated that we weren't going to be in a long-term relationship with Equal Experts on this project. Because everybody understood that, there was quite a bit of work to ensure that the senior level engineers coming from Equal Experts were spending lots of time mentoring and fostering understanding about the system that was being built, along with working with the team. So in terms of the smoothness of that transition, it was perfect. It was exactly what we had said we were going to do. Everybody understood what the goal was, and when we finally ended up transitioning off of Equal Experts, the team was able to continue on with the work. Equal Experts was really good, as I would expect, at the ability for the senior level engineers to have that quick conversation, to traverse up and down the stack, figure out where the problems are, what the actual goal is, the nuances of the project, and then sort of roll that feedback into the actual built stuff. Quite a bit of generated documentation. In general, yeah, very good sense of partnership and not only doing what I ask, which is one thing, but also the ability for the senior level engineers to tell me, oh, you're wrong about that, which is a very important thing, which is if I'm moving off the track in terms of the technical assumptions, having the senior team re-guide me back into reality is very important. The long-term effect of bringing Equal Experts in for me was to really kickstart quite a bit of experimentation around new architectural patterns for us, for Tasty. That involves some event-driven architectures, and then also getting the team working in, I guess, different recipes of technology that we hadn't done before. That was really the differentiator. I don't generally bring in a lot of external firms, so it's kind of like dating. You want to you may meet a lot of people, but you only pick a few that are sort of your choice because of who you are and how you like to work. And so, Equal Experts was one of those firms where, very quickly I realized, okay, this would be a firm that could hang with us, so to speak, on the journey. So in terms of what we carry forward from the Equal Experts projects, there's very subtle things around documenting the forward-looking sets of decisions. So the idea is that you don't forget a decision process that you made in the past. And the architectural decision list is probably the key thing there, which is make sure that the senior folks are helping to foster an environment of documenting why a decision was made, not that the decision was made or what you did specifically, but everything that went into it. And that's probably a very important piece of what we'll take forward from the Equal Experts engagement. The idea is that we always will be in a feedback loop continuously around what we just built, what we discovered, etc. And Equal Experts brought that that kind of feedback loop into the development process that we had with them. We do that internally, but again, having a perfect fit, an external company that can do that well is really good.